Good morning, America. That's right, because right now it's super early in the morning and I'm going to film a yoga flow for you guys. So I know that in my state, I live in California, a lot of my friends are starting to have their finals week, either this week, the week that I'm uploading this video, or the next week, so the week after I'm uploading this video. And I realized finals is a very stressful time. I totally understand it. I was in college for 2.5 years, especially if you're the type of student like me who starts studying for their exams 3 weeks in advance. So again, I totally understand that finals are hard. So that's why I decided to create a de-stressing yoga flow for people to do and to allow themselves to have the time to take a small little break. I understand that during finals it's hard to give yourself the permission to take a break because you feel like you have so much to do, so much going on, and you don't want to waste any time. Believe me, I get that. But once I realized that allowing myself a 30-minute break here and there really helped me with my attention to the material I was reviewing, it helped me feel more confident with the material that I was reviewing, and it just helped me stay a little bit more sane, knowing that I at least gave myself a little bit of time to relax and recharge. So that's basically what I want you guys to do with this video, is to allow yourself to take that 30-minute break whenever, to help yourself calm down and to tell yourself that's going to be all right no matter what happens. Things happen for a reason, and I wish you guys all the best for finals week. Let's get started with this de-stressing yoga flow. I just want to put a little bit longer of an intro for you guys, just so you guys know that you have the permission to take a break and you have the permission to relax and recharge, and your mental health and physical health really does help with your academic studies, and knowing that taking care of yourself beforehand will lead to better results. I know it has for me, and I know it has for other people. So thank you for listening, and let's get started with our de-stressing yoga flow. So the intention that I would like you guys to have for this yoga flow is to allow yourself to lengthen and feel energized and calm and relaxed while doing this flow. So when you go back to your studying, you know that you're going to be in a better headspace than when you started out. So what I want you guys to do is get to the back of your mat and go into a wide-legged child pose. So bringing your knees to the outer edges of your mat and allowing your body just to hang loose. Here we're going to hold for 5 deep breaths as we allow our bodies to slowly start unwinding, slowly start coming back together, and realizing that we're not thinking really hard and we're not going to be moving very strenuously. Inhaling deep through your nose and exhaling all of it out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, allowing all of the oxygen and everything expanding through your body as you exhale it all out. One more inhale in through your nose. Exhale as you bring yourself into a tabletop position. If your body cracks during this flow, it's okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of cat and cow just to wake up the spine a little bit. Inhale as you lift your head up into the sky. Exhale as you look at your navel, rounding your spine, pushing the ground against, pushing your hands against the mat as you go into your cat.
looking down. One more time.
Inhale, looking up in your cow pose. Now exhale,
Really pushing your hands against the mat to stretch out those shoulders, rounding your back, reaching the chest. Inhale as you go into a neutral tabletop. Now we're going to do a little bit of,
I like to call around the world. It's just you're bringing your body into a full circle and allowing your wrists to be stretched out in a little bit, because we've been riding for so much, our wrists gets cramped up and we need to make sure that they feel the love as well. Inhale as you lean forward, bringing yourself to the right. Exhale as you come back down, hips to ankle. Inhale as you circle around to the left side. Exhale when you come to the top. Inhale as you come back to your ankles. Exhale as you come back to the top of the mat. Now we're going to change sides. Inhale, coming to the left. Exhale as you reach back. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you reach back. Inhale as you come back forward. Now exhale back into neutral tabletop. Now I'm going to have you guys extend your hands forward as we go into one of my favorite poses, puppy pose. Making sure your hips are stacked on top of your knees. And you can either put your chin to the mat or your forehead. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Then we'll hold for 5 deep breaths. Just giving our body, or upper body to be specific, time to lengthen and expand, trying to break away that hunched and cramped up mold that we were in during our studying time. Making sure your toes are tucked. One more inhale, one more exhale as you bring your chest and you lay on your mat, extending your arms into a T-shaped position, and we'll let our left side of our face fall against the mat. Now bring your right hand and stack it underneath your shoulder, bringing your right leg behind you as we go into a little bit of a spinal twist. Now coming back to the mat, bringing your right arm back into a T shape. Now we're going to let our right side of the face fall into the mat, bringing your left hand to stack underneath your left shoulder and bringing your left leg behind you as you roll yourself out into another spinal twist. Remember, if there's any pose you want to take a little bit longer than what I have you guys do, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. Exhale as you bring your legs back onto the mat, bringing your left arm back into T shape. Now we'll bring our elbows stacked underneath our shoulders, lifting the top half of your body, making sure your glutes are squeezed, your quads are on the mat as we go into a little bit of a cobra, just arching the back a bit. Now when you're ready, you're going to exhale and push yourself back into downward facing dog. If this is your first dog of the day, I would like you guys to pedal your feet out one by one, just so you can bring some energy, awakening the muscles. Once you feel like you've pedaled your feet out enough, I want you guys to try and bring your knees to your chest, just giving a little bit more of a stretch. Now go back into your downward facing dog. I'd like you guys to lift your left leg up into the air for a three-legged dog. Now place your left foot in between your hands as you drop your right knee, untucking the toes, and we go into a low lunge. Lifting your hands up to the sky, making sure your shoulders are dropped and are trying not to touch your ears. Making sure your knee is not over your ankle. Making sure your hips are squeezed and your glutes are squeezed as you push the right hip and quad a little bit forward. Inhale, exhale as you twist to the right side. Inhale, bringing your arms back up. Exhale as you twist to the left side. Inhale, bringing your arms back up. Remember, shoulders are still not touching your ears. Exhale as you bring your hands down to the mat. Tucking your right toes, because now we're going to bring our right knee off the mat as we go into a high lunge. Bringing your arms up and your shoulders are still not touching your ears. Exhale as we go into warrior two. If you're a little wobbly, that's okay. Now reach forward, flip your left palm, and exhale as you go back into reverse warrior. Now back into warrior two. When you're ready, face the center. Bring your hands up into a full body stretch. Exhale as we go into Yogi Squat. So just making sure your feet face 45 degrees. Bringing your butt as low as you can and using your elbows to open up your hips. Holding just for a split second. When you're ready, inhale back up, trying to touch the sky or the ceiling. And then exhale as you go into warrior two onto the other side of the mat. Inhale as you reach forward with your right hand, flipping your palm. Exhale as you go into warrior two. Inhale back into warrior two. Exhale as you go into high lunge. Shoulders are still not touching your ears. Exhale as you bring your hands down onto the mat, untucking your left toes, dropping your left knee into the mat. Inhale as you bring your hands back up, as you're now in your low lunge. Same rules apply to this side of the body. Exhale as you twist your body to the right side. Inhale, bringing your hands back up. Exhale, twisting your body to the left side. Inhale, bringing your arms back up. Exhale as you bring your hands to the mat, tucking your left toes, bringing your right foot back, dropping your knees as we go back into another wide-legged child's pose. Taking a second to reconnect with yourself. Remember to always stay breathing. Don't hold your breath during any of these moves. And when you're ready, I'll meet you in downward facing dog. We are now facing the other side of the mat, and that's okay. Why not do a little bit of traveling? When you're ready, bring your right foot up into the air into a three-legged dog, and then bringing your right knee in between your hands as we go into a pigeon pose, making sure that your right foot is flexed to protect your knee. Left foot stays untucked. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale as you fold forward as far as you can. This is really going to help your hips just feel grounded and relaxed, and to be able to loosen up all the tension it's been feeling, especially from sitting all the time and staying very stagnant. We're just going to give love. We're just going to give some love to our hips right now. When you're ready, one more inhale in. Exhale as you remove yourself from your hips. Now we're going to be going into a side stretch. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale as you grab your left foot. When you're ready, inhale as you lengthen again. Exhale, bringing your hands back to your mat and going back into down dog, so kicking your right foot back. When you're ready, lift your left foot up into the air for three-legged dog, bringing your knee in between your hands and flexing your left foot, untucking your right toes as we go into pigeon pose on the other side. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you forward fold. Everything that I said on the right side still applies for the left side. So let's take a few deep breaths in and a few deep breaths out as we lay into our pigeon pose. One more breath in. Exhale as you peel yourself off from the mat. I know now I'm not facing you guys, so that wasn't planned out right, but you're going to inhale as you turn yourself back into that side position. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you forward fold. If your dog is near you, give them some love. Just look how happy they are when you start petting them. Hi, Bibby. If you guys don't know her, this is my dog, Lexi. She's in a lot of my yoga films. Inhale as you lengthen your body. Exhale as you bring both hands back onto the mat. As you kick your left leg back into down dog. When you're ready, we're going to caterpillar with our legs to our hands. Inhale to get into a halfway fold. Exhale into a full forward fold. Inhale as you bring your hands to the sky. Exhale as you bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, bringing your hands to the sky. Exhale as you go into a forward fold. If your knees are slightly bent, that's okay. Or even if they're extremely bent, that's okay. Just allowing your upper half to hang loose and have fun. When you're ready, bring your hands down onto the mat, bringing your butt to the floor as we go. And finally, bring our back onto the mat. Laying down, kicking both feet out in front of you. When you're ready, bringing your left knee into your chest as you give a slight squeeze or a slight hug. And when you're ready, exhale as you bring your left knee to the right side of your body, extending your left arm out and twisting to the left side. If you want, with your right hand, you can keep it on top of your left knee, or you can extend it out into a T. And the goal is to making sure that your left shoulder stays on the mat. Remember to keep breathing, and if you can, keep doing deep breaths. When you're ready, inhale as you bring your left knee back to your chest. Exhale as you bring your knee back to the mat. Inhale as you bring your right knee into your chest, hugging your knee. Exhale as you bring your right knee onto the mat. Right arm is extended, facing your right hand, bringing your left hand either on your right knee or in a T shape, and remembering to keep your right shoulder on the mat. Now, just staying present. When you're ready, inhale as you bring your right knee back into your chest, giving one last squeeze. Exhale as you bring your right leg back onto the mat. Inhale as you give yourself a full body stretch. And then exhale as you lay into your Shavasana, aka corpse pose. Taking the time to stay into this pose is regrounding yourself, allowing yourself a few seconds to completely do nothing, allowing your mind to slowly stop racing, and allowing yourself to take deep breaths as you calm your body before you go back into doing the work that you had to do before starting this pose. Allowing yourself a few seconds to staying in Shavasana is thanking yourself because you're allowing yourself to take a break. I know the urge is heavy to turn this video off because you're probably thinking, why am I doing this? I need to study. But this will help with your concentration. This will help with you to stay in a relaxed state. This will help with decreasing the time before your shoulders go back to your ears and you start hunching and cramming your body into a little ball. Just giving one more deep breath in, allowing your body to fully be aware and present as you exhale out. Now we'll bring some wiggle, some movement into our fingers and into our toes, rolling our wrists, rolling our ankles as we start bringing energy back into our body. When you're ready, one more full body stretch. Really stretching everything out. And then bring yourself up into a comfortable seated position. I just want to say thank you to everyone who decided to do this yoga flow with me. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to allow your body to have some form of relaxation and the feeling to restart again. You guys will do well in your finals. Good luck, study hard, and whatever happens, happens. As we bring our hands to heart center, I want to say one last thank you for allowing me to flow with you today. Inhale in, exhale as we fold, saying namaste. I'll see you guys in next week's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!